And now to the impact of the shutdown on social programs and local food banks, of course, at a time when organizations are struggling to meet demand. Sean Coffey is live at the food bank in Raleigh. Sean, I know that you spoke with the CEO there. What did she say?
Yeah, that's right, Amber. A couple of takeaways from that conversation. Number one, food bank officials say the federal cuts have already led to the loss of millions of dollars in funding that they would use for buying things like food and produce, oftentimes from local farmers. The food bank CEO, Amy Barrow, says that's on top of the federal cuts that they're seeing to SNAP benefits that's already created an increase in demand. She says those cuts are eliminating a safety net that many food insecure people in our area rely on, and in turn, many of those people go to local food banks for help without that net in place. In fact, when the federal government shut down for 35 days back in 2018, Barrow said many of the tens of thousands of government workers in North Carolina turned to food pantries for help.
And it's at a time when we've seen our food supplies reduced from the federal government. We've seen our funding from federal and state level reduced. So we're already planning for a deficit. At the same time, our need continues to increase.
Barrow said they'll need to rely even more on the community and their generosity to meet the growing need that could be created from a long-term federal shutdown. And that need is already increasing and was before this shutdown. She said 2 years ago there were about 450,000 people that relied on food banks in their area for help. That number before the shutdown had already ticked up to over 600,000 people, and it could tick even higher should this be a prolonged shutdown. Live in Raleigh, Sean Coffey, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Sean, thank you.